The last thing I said on video 178 was next week they would start to fit the Doncaster fuselage KB976 to Just Jane. Well, that really put the mockers on the job. They had to move the fuselage on the transporter up to Just Jane, about 100 feet. Was the problem one? It will not go under the wing of the new arrival, the B-25 bomber, which is between the fuselage on the transporter and Just Jane. They are at the moment unable to move the bomber because they're waiting for an inner tube to come from the USA. My tyre is flat. They could remove all the exhibits on the floor and in the blue cases. This would be very time consuming, I'm assuming. The other way was to transport it out the back hangar doors and come in through the front doors. But with the rough roads, high wind and rain, I guess this was not a good option. Also, the transporter was not built for this type of journey. So at the moment they're waiting for the inner tubes to arrive for the B-25, which is most likely their best option. That was Tuesday. On Friday the 13th, I switched on the Rivet Club cameras, which are inside the hangar. I noticed Just Jane fuselage had been moved. Also, they were working around the starboard wheel of the B-25 bomber. I then noticed the Doncaster rear fuselage was moving towards Just Jane, as this shot shows. I live about 1 hour away, so it was too late to go to East Kirkby. So I videoed the video I was receiving from EK. Believe they are security CCTV cameras, but they are a reasonable picture. But recording with a camcorder off a monitor is not as good, so I'll keep this short. You can see it passing the B-25, so they must have repaired the starboard wheel to being able to move the B-25 and make way for the fuselage. You can see here there are 3 Rivet Club cameras. The left top picture is from the camera situated just inside the front hangar door. The top right is the centre of the hangar. The bottom left covers the workshop at the bottom of the hangar. This is camera number 1. Then number 2. They manoeuvred the transporter with side trolley jacks. From home it looks like they're lined up pretty good. I'll make my next visit on Tuesday the 17th of January. As I observed from the Rivet Club cameras on Friday, the B-25, all 3 tyres are inflated. This is Just Jane's rear fuselage in the jig area, ready for installing. Dave has removed the floor, revealing the intercostals. The 3 identification lights have been removed. Back to the new assembled fuselage. The bolts are fitted in where the stringer fixing brackets are around the formers. These are the former bolts numbered so they go back in order. The radar scanner H2S has been removed from underneath the fuselage. Norman has bolted the steel ring to take the rear gun turret, and in the process of making 2 plates to complete the turret area. There is a different formation or pattern of skins and the size of rivets between the Canadian and the British fuselage. This might show up more when they get on with the restoration of Just Jane's rear fuselage. Back to NX611. The rear gun turret is already airworthy and was finished in 2021. If you remember, Jack did most of the restoration work, which includes the rear former and bulkhead, and Simone shaped the new skins. Dave's working in Just Jane's fuselage. I asked him, did the formers of the 2 sections of the fuselage match up okay? And are the 260 bolts going in all right?
Move all these all the way around to get it into position, and then it's just a matter of filling the gaps in between, working way around now. So,
and will they, they're all going in without much?
Yeah.
Probably.
Need a bit of a tap, but in general they're pretty good.
Oh, that's gone really good then.
Yeah, I'd say fingers crossed they'll all go in and that's that.
Yeah.
But to say what damage it had, it's come together nicely.
Yeah. So you've got 260 bolts to put in today.
Like that, yeah. And I think Norman and Phil are going to trial fit the rear leg, so they're going to make sure that's fit, because that's another hurdle to cross, as such as that was damaged as well. So I want to make sure that goes in okay. So they're doing that in a minute.
Yeah.
Might need to give them an hand actually.
What, putting that in?
Yeah, just to make sure it fits, because last thing we want is to lob that in at the end and not
nothing goes in.
We're not going anywhere. But even the paint lines up, isn't it? It's not bad at all.
Hey, you know that edge, did you cut any off it, or have you got to cut any off it?
Off the skin?
The overhanging skin.
Yeah, last week I trimmed some of that down.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and then just so there's a little gap, but I think it should be okay now. And then Jane's back end's obviously down there ready. Not line all that up yet, but we'll get this finished first, and then we'll concentrate on that.
Will you get all the bolts in today?
Phil's already told Andrew that they'll all be in by the end of the day, even though he's not doing the job. So we'll see.
It's not 100%. It's enough for me to hobble around, and get some basic, fettering done.
Yeah. So you know as well, and then tour it.
Before Norm's going to service the oleo on it, but before he services the oleo, we're just going to just
make sure it works.
Trial fit, just to make sure that pin goes all the way through the.
Normally, when the tailplate's fitted, it's a lot harder to do what you're doing now, because you've got a tailplane above your head.
Which way do you have to approach it from? The same section?
You'd be in there, but you'd just be ducking down a lot lower, because obviously the tailplane sits about there.
Yeah.
So you've got.
Sure.
You can just about get your chest in. But that's the only way you can put the bar in to hold the leg in place.
Is it going in, Phil?
Yeah, it'll need a nylon hammer, faced hammer, just to.
Do you want that? Just on
and just needs dressing. The lips.
Yeah.
So we need to dress the hole
Yeah.
because it's got paint.
I've got deep air tool.
No, the big hole that goes in.
Yeah.
It just needs a little bit of a wet and dry inside it.
Pascal, I'll go and get some
Yeah.
grease down. I'll bring you a
Is this one off just Jane, or is it
that's James' leg.
the one what came
But
from
there's a
Australia?
leg off an Australian one.
Yeah.
Then Norm's going to use the leg off the Australian one and this one. These toggle links here. There's a little bit of play in the.
Yeah.
And we're going to make one good one out of both of them.
Would it be serviceable for flying?
Well, when Norm's done service the oleo, yes.
Yeah.
And then if the toggle links are within the limits specified within the manual for end float on them,
Yeah.
if it's within limits, then it'll be serviceable.
Oh, good. Are they all different lengths of bolts?
Ones that obviously go through there are a bit different, but these generally the same.
Yeah. So it's only where it comes where the stringers are
Yeah,
that they're
the
different.
long ones,
Oh, I
yeah.
see.
I'm doing them up and then I'll go all the way around again and knit them all up again because it all pulls in as we go along
Yeah.
to give them a final nipple. And it's a matter of just putting the floor back down around here. And I think Dave did a bit of work on this door yesterday. Didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think there's going to be a gap at the top anyway.
Once it's in there, there's no movement, otherwise it doesn't spin on it, does it?
No, what happens is these bolts here
Yeah.
on either end,
Yeah.
they go through the main casting that's inside the aircraft,
Yeah.
and then the actual oleo then this will rotate around that.
Oh, will it?
Yeah, this will remain fixed.
Yeah.
And that's got a little bit of free play in it then.
It doesn't rotate much though, does it?
So you've got, I think this is like a shimmy damper. This is a damper unit here. You know, to provide, it's a shimmy damper.
Oh, I see.
A lot
Yeah.
of aircraft, you know, like a shopping trolley.
Yeah.
Sometimes gets a shimmy on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, these damper units here take the shimmy out of and
Yeah.
make it a bit stiff for it to move. To stop it doing that. When you're taking off,
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah, because the wheel. Yeah.
exactly. A lot
Yeah.
of aircraft tail drag goes out, and those aircraft fighters have got shimmy dampers on the nose
Yeah.
wheel because it rotates.
Yeah.
You need a shimmy damper on it to stop it. Otherwise, the pilot will be vibrating to death on the runway. Yeah. So I'm just cleaning up the debird these. Sometimes they get a little burr on when they've been in for a long time. I've just cleaned the burrs off and I'm just going to clean out the whole
Yeah.
This is
And you have to use a compressor, do you, to check them?
I'd have to, when I put it all back together again, I'll have to pressure check it, yeah, and then actually when it's fixed the aircraft, it has a certain pressure in anyway. So it's like a normal shock absorber. It's got a bit of oil and it's got a bit of air in it.
Yeah.
So your oil's your damper and your air's your shock absorber, your absorber.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the oil's the absorber. The air is the actual down. You going in?
not like you'd want it to, no.
Yeah.
It's
Of course, perhaps when they riveted the box up, it moved a bit or two.
Well, it's not even going in one hole, so it's not even,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not
is it?
it's not even getting across.
yeah. Yes, I mean, not like you
Yeah,
think it would.
normally to be honest, it slides in.
Yeah. So it's not sliding in.
Just clean some out. There was some paint in there.
Could be a Canadian built one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Could
that's
have been.
Yeah.
You know, if you hit it with a hammer, you'll end up
Yeah,
jamming
you'll
it
get
in,
stuck
and then
as
you'll
well,
end up.
yeah. Might have to give the
Have you got any more pins?
pins. Oh no, yeah, that's the one that's off. Again, that pin's off the other aircraft. I don't know. This didn't come with a leg fitted.